The polls have been open for the past 6 hours here in Ohio. This is a live look at New Richmond right now. This is a different picture than what you saw yesterday. That suspect started shooting at them through the window at this apartment off of Sal Boulevard. Was at their home. They opened up the app and saw on their surveillance video somebody breaking in. Trying to figure out how this started. We've been able to get a little bit closer to look at the damage. And look, this building is still smoking. The snow is falling. Terry, if you could just look down for a second. What a difference 30 minutes makes. You can hear the generator running behind me. Just goes to show the work that they're doing on this building. I said I was going to finish the rest of this guy's car. I'm not going to do that, but you can see this is a great tool to have this morning.
Pretty scary situation.
I just heard a boom, and then I did see all the SWAT team go in. I seen all the cops running through the house.
A Trenton neighborhood rattled.
I was running from windows to windows.
Jessica Sprinkle was at home with 4 kids when she heard gunshots next door.
I put them upstairs in their closet on the floor and made them stay down, stay away from all windows.
I heard a few more gunshots when they went to the door. I guess they exchanged gunfire.
Deputies evacuated part of the neighborhood while the suspect shot at cops and cops fired back.
Then all hands are on deck when they're shooting at the cops.
Eventually, the suspect came out, releasing one of the hostages. Then he shot himself.
Looked like he put the gun under his chin, but he wasn't dead when he left. He was still communicating.
The suspect was taken to the hospital. Deputies found another hostage, an elderly woman, dead inside. They taped off the area around the apartment for several hours, and they continue to work to piece together why this happened. Jessica Sprinkle says this was too much for her.
I'm moving from this house. I'll be moved out by next week.
He wasn't getting away. Even if we had to tromp through the woods to the river, it maybe took us 5 seconds to decide we're going into these woods.
Nicholas Heisel was one of 5 people who chased after a 17-year-old man who deputies say tried abducting a 10-year-old girl from this Kroger in Whitewater Township.
The whole situation was strange, just strange. It seemed like there was a lot more than just a guy touching a little kid. It looked a lot more like a we're gonna snatch this little child kind of a scenario.
I'm at the Kroger's in Cleveland. Okay. This guy is trying to take my daughter.
You can hear the child's mother calling 911 as the men chase the suspect. Nicholas was in the parking lot around 10:15 when he heard shouting, and that's when he and those other guys ran after that teen.
It was maybe 15 seconds of us into the woods, and there, he's coming back out, he's coming back out. And then you've just got a bunch of people running across 50 and across Kroger's parking lot.
They were able to catch him and hold on to him until police showed up. Nicholas was able to comfort the victim after the ordeal.
I kneeled down and I put my arm around her and I talked to her. I just said, look, all these people are here to make sure, you know, this man gets taken care of. Nothing's going to happen to you. You're okay. You're safe.
We hit a curve and it was like she was born.
Tiffany Stone couldn't hold her in. A few days early and not waiting to get to the hospital, Ember Ray was born a healthy 6.5-pound baby girl.
Once we got in the car, my contractions went from like 10 minutes apart to like back to back.
Tiffany knew she was going into labor. She and her husband, Patrick, were on their way to the hospital, but only made it a few miles.
911, where's your emergency? Hey, my wife just had a baby in the car. We need an ambulance.
Tiffany gave birth in their car. Their 2 young kids were in the back seat.
She had the baby already?
Yeah.
Your wife and the baby are both breathing?
Yeah.
It wasn't clear if she was actually in labor right away, but then, we got...
It was clear to me, yeah. It was clear to me, I'll just tell you that.
Miami Township Fire and police showed up to help the family and took them to Mercy Anderson Hospital.
The only thing going through my head was I just wanted to make sure she was okay and, that she was breathing fine, and she was doing really good.
A healthy baby and happy family.
She was born on Good Friday, and, it's a really good, happy day today.